What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Shattered Past live stream to hype up episode 4. My name is Colin K. Bass, and I play the Omega Ranger on Power Rangers Shattered Past.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Dade Elza, and I play Landon Tate, a.k.a. Time Force Red.
And what's up, everybody? My name is Mark Arjona, and I play Psycho Green on Power Rangers Shattered Past.
So we are here to talk about episode 4, our Patreon, future projects, different episodes, these real amazing Rangers that are joining our projects, and more. So make sure you are subscribing to the Crimson Vision Studios YouTube and leaving comments on our YouTube and Facebook live streams. But until then, I have a million questions for my amazing co-stars, if you guys are down to answer them.
Sure,
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. That's what we're here for.
But before we do, can we talk about our Patreon real quick?
Of course.
Take it away.
So,
Omega Access.
Omega Access, Patreon. So we launched our Patreon after episode 3, which is my favorite episode. And what we're doing is we're allowing our fans to, one, get physical samples of our comics, and also vote for what season we go to next. Here is an example of what our comic looks like. So we sign it, we send it out to you. But my favorite part, and I don't want to be biased, once a Ranger, always a Ranger shirt. Show them, boys. Oh, they didn't do it, but it's okay.
It's okay.
So on our Patreon, we have different tiers, but no matter what tier you pledge to, you can vote for what season we do. As the Time Bros, sorry, Psycho Green, the Time Bros can go to whatever season you guys vote. All you have to do is pledge, and we will be there. And we're going to be plugging this a few times for the rest of the night, but right now, let's talk about this next episode.
Well, I think you left out a very important thing about the comic.
Talk to me.
Well, the comic is exclusive. I mean, you can only get it here, and there's only a certain number of actual copies that you can hold in your hands, actual physical copies. And as soon as they're out, they're out. They'll still have the digital copy, but we're only doing one round of these physical copies of the comic book. So if you want to get your hands on it, the only way to do so is on the Patreon.
That's crimsonvisionstudios.com.
Also, if I may add, it is a beautiful comic. The artist, the illustration, the storyline that leads up to, I'm not going to spoil it, but to what's going on in Power Rangers Shattered Past. You guys have to check it out.
And my face is in it.
And my face is in it. And I have a 6-pack in it. So make sure you check it out. All right, guys.
That's the dream, isn't it?
Yeah, can someone just draw one on me real quick? Anyways, so please send your questions in. But until then, I'd like to just kind of talk to you guys about how you feel about everything.
Yeah,
you guys are down?
definitely.
Let's do it.
All right, so if you guys don't know this, it's been us 3 since the beginning, since Ep1. Now we're in post-production for episode 4, and it's become this really great show that I am so proud of and so happy, and it feels like a family. I'm going to ask both of you guys these questions, but Mark, will you start us? What has been your favorite part of filming Shattered Past in episodes 1 through 4?
I personally, just because of you, we met at Power Morphicon. I was had the privilege of handling Serena Vincent, and we met with Colin, and he's like, hey, I got this idea that I want to do Power Rangers Shattered Past. And I decided, hey, I got a Psycho Green suit. I got nothing to wear besides Comic-Con, so I might as well use it, right? And next thing you know, I met Dade. Awesome Dade. And I got to backslash him. I got to kill him.
His favorite part was murdering
yeah,
Dave.
I mean,
First interaction.
Just super exciting.
Immediately murdered me.
Just felt like a kid playing Power Rangers all over again.
Absolutely.
And Dade, I'm going to ask you the same question. What was your favorite part of filming all of Shattered Past?
Oh, man. I mean, this is going to be really vague because I don't want to give too much away. So first and foremost, just filming the show has been a dream. Teaming up with you guys has been awesome. We have such a great time on set. Maybe we should give away some set visits on our Patreon.
That's a good idea.
Because
That'd be awesome.
I think you guys would have a blast hanging out with us on set. We have such a great time. But you guys have all seen it now on Instagram, so I can say. But getting to be in a scene with Catherine Sutherland the other day was my favorite thing so far in the show. And the fact that we're able to do that and we're able to bridge the gap between other seasons and just bring everything into a fluid timeline prime has been such a blast. And exploring Landon Tate and from this one little clip of him being killed by Murloc into what we've done with it, it's been a dream.
That warms my cold heart. I'm going to answer my own question.
Yeah, Colin.
I think that one of my favorite scenes was Okay, without spoiling it, I did post a little teaser on Instagram, but it was the time trio, as I like to call them. It's Dade, DJ, and myself going up against.
You mean it's Landon, TK, and Sam?
Sorry, yes, Landon, TK, and Sam going up against Psycho Green. And I didn't really know what to expect, honestly. I mean, I've worked with you and DJ on multiple projects, but us three against Psycho Green and like how we vibed and we improv'd a lot and we just kind of all kind of had our own like perspectives on a character. Us three against, our first villain that we ever faced. That was my favorite. And then I got to kind of be like the guy going like trying to call the shots. I think that was my favorite moment because it kind of all came together. And then the very next day we filmed a scene. That is the exclusive scene you're going to see at the very end of this live stream. So stay tuned because we have a very big, important chunk of a scene to watch for episode 4 at the very end of this one. But I feel like our chemistry the day before against you led into how this went.
Absolutely. And I think in this scene, you're going to get to see just what TK and I think of Sam's plans.
Yes. And I think that was my favorite part is where it really felt like we were kind of a trio. And then that inspired me to kind of go, all right, we need to form a whole team. I think we need like Shattered Past needs to have its own little like 5-team person to go against Draken. And that is going to happen. I won't say anything else.
I think the fact that it took 3 of you guys to come together and, fight me, sure.
Okay. Yeah, you're super tough. All right, guys, are you ready for the first question
OP.
from YouTube? Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
let's do it.
That's what I wanted. All right, this is always a question we get just about every time, but I still love answering it. For each of us, what series is your favorite season of Power Rangers? Mark, you want to start us?
I would have to go with Power Rangers in Space. Obviously, you could tell Psycho Green. That's with Estrada creating the Psycho Rangers. Big fan, especially Psycho Red. Especially with the other other Psycho Rangers. Like, you've never seen Power Rangers actually struggle trying to defend or defeat a villain. So that's something that I really like is the effort.
Okay. Dave, do you want to take the next one?
Maximum effort.
Maximum effort.
My favorite season is Time Force. I mean, that was one that I watched religiously. I was really into it. I've really been into everything time travel, which is something I really love about our show. But I really resonated with that one, and that season got me the most hyped. And then I think right after that would be SPD, which just makes it even crazier that we have both of those with the Time Bros. And so
Slowly putting our favorites. Hint,
yeah,
hint.
absolutely. And I mean, hey, that's where Landon originated, was an SPD.
It's true.
And it's really cool to put those two together.
And mine does not fit in with either of these guys, but my favorite's Dino Thunder. And I always wanted to play some sort of like Connor McKnight version or Descendant or something, but it just didn't work out that way. And I will always love Dino Thunder, but I'm so grateful for, what First Ninjas brought us and what Shattered Passes brought us. So Ninja Storm and SPD are my number 2 and number 3. But Dino Thunder's number 1. I haven't been able to do anything with Dino Thunder until this episode, which is what the fans voted for on our Patreon.
Yeah,
So
super exciting.
I plugged it already, but when you pledge to our Patreon, you can vote what timeline we go to. So you pick your season. And I think that I had so much fun writing this young Anton Mercer, this lost Dino gem, That was my Dino Thunder fanboy coming out. So that's my favorite. But I mean, it's more along the lines of like, I'm just so grateful to even play these characters at all. But
Yeah.
Dino Thunder's my number 1.
Well, and we get a little bit of Zeo, which is definitely rounding out my top 3.
A lot of it
yeah.
is Zeo, actually.
I'm getting a question from Brandon Self. Plays right in what you were just saying about the Patreon. It says, do you guys plan on incorporating aspects of all of the seasons or sticking to a certain few?
So it'll be from 3. We'll do 3 each after each episode, and then the fans will vote, and then that'll determine, honestly, our whole storyline. Because I have a master plan. I know how to defeat Draken. Spoiler alert, I won't tell you. But
He says that. I don't. don't trust Sam's.
I've told you. We will always make the next episode based off what the fans want, and that has been my dream and idea since Shattered Pass was even created, where we have the freedom to do it, and we get so many comments going, "You should do this, you should do that." All right, let's do it. You guys help us make it happen. So, yes, we'll do as many seasons as you guys want to see, but it's one per episode.
So I think what you're saying is the entire lineage is in play.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes.
And I think that's what I also appreciate about Shattered Pass is growing up, it was always that choose your storyline book that growing up in middle school. And I think that's what's really great is getting our fans involved in our Patreon. Like, you guys get to control what we get to do for our episodes. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much for everyone for just supporting us.
Yes, and I'm getting some questions about Patreon on our YouTube. How can I get the comic book and T-shirt? So this is our Megazord tier. It's like the Mac Daddy VIP amazing tier. You get all the other rewards from our different tiers, but you also get. Okay, you ready, guys? Let's cover our faces. You get this, and then you get this, and we sign it and we ship it out to you. And also, there is new merch coming, I believe, next month. We already designed a new T-shirt. We have some different plans for some new merch, but you can only get it if you pledge to the Megazord tier. So I hope that answers your question. Everything else is pretty much digital on our Patreon, but we still got your back and you get the exclusives. But that Megazord tier is how you will look as good as we do, right, guys?
I have a question from one Crimson Thunder Ranger,
Ooh.
Isaiah Taylor.
Oh, nice.
That's our guy. I love Isaiah.
He wants to know what your favorite weapon is. Favorite Power Rangers weapon.
Oh, man, I got to go Shadow Saber.
I would have to go the Sword of Darkness.
Chrono Sabers.
He actually played to his character. I respect that. Well,
I mean,
that one.
It's not hard. Those are my favorite. That was easy.
I got one actually here.
Yes.
I got here from YouTube from JT Anime and Music. If possible and given chance, would you ever consider creating a new version of the legendary war similar to Super Megaforce within the storyline?
if I won the lottery, hell yeah, I would do it.
I think it's
sounds
funny.
expensive.
The Patreon lottery?
No,
Yeah.
like the California lottery. I'd do
Well,
it.
if you ever got to look at the comic book on Patreon, there is actually a little artwork illustration for episode 3 artwork, beautifully done, and it's similar to the war.
Yeah, they put all of the Nerdbot Studios and Crimson Vision shows all on one side versus all the bad guys from all of them, and it's pretty crazy. You see Jessica Rae as the White Ninjetti. You see Mark as the Gold Zeo Ranger from Found Footage, and all the Shattered Past Rangers. So it's pretty crazy.
It's a really, really rad comic.
Okay, this one's good, and this is a shout out to my good friend Jordan, who does Unworthy.
Hey!
And Unworthy is the reason I even started to write any of these Power Ranger series. So shout out to Jordan and Unworthy Productions.
Jordan, you're awesome.
Yes, we love you.
Yes.
Do you think we'll get a Chrono and Gold Time Force Ranger cameo? If we can do it, I would love it. And also shout out to Dade. He was the one that inspired the jackets, the blasters, the patches, and even the look of all the Time Force Rangers not morphed in multiple web series.
I don't get 2 Chrono Blasters, though.
Not yet, baby.
Only Molly does.
Be a
She's
good
got
boy and
2
you'll get
golden guns.
That's
How
insane.
cool is that? That's really cool. I'm so jealous.
So to answer your question, yes, but also it's amazing that Dade's, vision of Landon has spread across multiple web series.
It's really cool.
Which must feel good.
It feels really cool. I mean, and it started with, so I built my jacket, and then we built the jacket to match for Chris Fillon, who plays Avon Plex, my Time Force Blue Ranger. And it was really cool to see it just go across to Unworthy, and those subtle connections between us and them, and building that Time Force team across dimensions has been really, really rad. And I think that you'll see dimensions come into play in the future.
Crazy. We should have also villain dimensions.
Get out of
Bring in
here.
some,
Who
bring in
invited
some,
this guy?
some teammates.
No, you'll get him.
I got a question over here too.
Okay.
I got out of time props. What is typically the most challenging aspect of filming episodes?
Scheduling. Scheduling's tough. We have a lot of people that have real lives and girlfriends and families and boyfriends and whatever. It's like we want to do these like big epic group scenes, but it's just not practical. And so when I'm writing, I have to like really keep that in mind. But scheduling is probably my biggest pain with it.
Yeah.
That's just me. What about you guys?
Well, I mean, you're the one that's scheduling it all, so
Yeah.
Scheduling sucks.
He's Capitan over here. I personally think is doing stunt choreography and fight scenes in the suit. Anyone who plays Power Rangers or cosplays Power Rangers in the suit can probably understand the Rangers that are in armor is not typically easy to move in. I mean, if you look at Magnet Defender, good luck. Like, but in as Psycho Green, fighting against Data and Colin, it's been a challenge. We probably should throw some BTS one day, Just see
Of your diaper falling off? Yeah.
Yeah.
But even without the armor, I mean, this helmet looks really cool.
Yeah.
But trying to fight someone inside of it, that's not fun.
All right, next question. What is your favorite team up? I'm going to start Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, because those are my two favorite seasons. I love that they made Ninja Storm evil, and then the big like collab at the end, and also the out of Ranger suit fight, which is kind of our thing, We don't need to morph. We can still make these shows cool. But the ninja powers versus like the Dino Gem powers, so cool. That's my favorite team up, biggest crossover episode.
I would have to say Lost Galaxy within space.
I'm noticing a pattern here,
Yeah.
Mark.
Nice.
I'm a 90s kid, man. That's
I think my favorite team up is the Time Bros.
Yes! Great answer. Awesome. Okay.
I've got one over here. Brandon Self says, this might be too easy, but who is your favorite sixth Ranger?
Omega Ranger. Everyone else better
knew that
say
was
Omega Ranger. I'm just kidding. Answer whatever you want.
I think Psycho Green counts as a sixth, unless you count Psycho Silver.
I heard Omega Ranger. Did you guys hear that?
Favorite sixth Ranger? Quantum Ranger.
Omega Ranger. Cool.
Omega Ranger's up there, but when
No,
Eric came
Quantum's
in as
dope.
Quantum, that was really, really cool.
Wasn't it the first time we ever had like a second Red Ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty special. That's really special. Okay, I got one. I actually want to know this about you guys first, and then I'll answer it last. Do you have any influences from the Sentai series, whether it be in characters or storyline or the way you guys act or morph or anything?
I mean, we've talked about incorporating certain things from Sentai, and whether it be characters that were never used in the American version.
That's true.
We've talked about it and we've dabbled in it, and that's not off the table when it comes to you guys being able to vote on the Patreon. We're open to those things, but other than that, I don't think that I've dove too far into the Sentai for this.
Mr. Mark?
I think just how the storyline in Sentai compared to the US version, it's a little more darker
That's fair.
from what I've seen. And I think that's what I like about Shattered Pass is we don't really go too much of like the whole like learn your lesson kind of episode. It's more like this is what's going on. This is the situation. And we're going to get out of it no matter what we're going to do. Like,
Well,
Does that mean we have to cut the ABC portion of episode 4? Yep. Dang it.
no letter of the day anymore. For me personally, the Omega Ranger, at least, I tried not to watch the Sentai version because I like the idea of the freedom that we've had. Because I say I like I'm actually Omega Ranger. Because Sam was just a ball of light. We saw him as a kid, a ball of light, and then a ranger. And I didn't want to know anything else because I didn't want to affect the way I wrote him. But then I started thinking about the morph. How does this person morph? What does it look like for the hand motions, the shouting,
Correct.
the like VFX and everything? And I did look at it, and I was like, I don't want it to be like that. I kind of want it to be like our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So in episode 2, I did Omega Access, SPD Emergency. It was kind of a little bit of Sentai and American footage. And then the actual VFX thing, you're going to see in episode 4. I promise you, because I was in those tights. yesterday. Oops, sorry. And you'll definitely see it. But for Sentai, I kind of stay away from it because I like the freedom we have in Shattered Past.
Absolutely.
And I think the fact that we have a comic book character, I want it to be like our own thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the comic book character and a legend that we only saw in a picture, and then me, a ball of light. We can do whatever we want, with modesty. So no, I stay away from Sentai, but I also want to embrace it when I'm kind of clueless about it all.
Absolutely, and I don't think my character even existed in Sentai.
No, that was an
No,
American
That was
thing.
an American thing.
That's an American
bringing
thing.
in the Time Force suit to do Sky's dad. He wasn't even given a name. We created the name.
And that was an accident too, because originally I hit him up to be Wes Collins, and I was like, "It'd be way more interesting is if you were Sky's dad." And then he created Landon Tate, a play on Sky, and it just went over really well.
Absolutely.
That final line in Shattered Past episode 1, Sky Tate is my son. Everyone goes, "Oh."
No way. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then not only that, now it's not someone that we've already experienced, something that we've already seen. It's a brand new character we get to flesh out and explore. And I mean, who knows? Maybe one day we get to see 2 Time Force Reds on screen together when we get Jason Font.
Is there a way that you could potentially tease a different version of you that we could expect to see?
I
Did
think you
explain
just
that?
did.
Oh, shoot.
Our Patreon,
No,
right?
no, it's all time travel.
Well,
it could just be next.
Let's
It could be
just
lunch
say,
lady you. I don't know.
Lunch lady. Lunch lady Time Force Red. You heard it here first. I think that if you're subscribed to our Patreon, you've already seen a tease of one version of Landon throughout the multiverse and future dimensions and whatnot.
Hey, if anyone has seen that on Patreon, you can comment it in the comments. I want to see if any of you guys have actually
Definitely.
pledged.
It's super rad. Shout out to Nightmare Illusions.
I fanboyed over my friend when I saw him.
But let's
in this.
just say that, I mean, if we want to get down into it, like, look at what Bat and the Sun did with JDF. And
Yeah.
like, he got a Ninja upgrade to the Green Ranger suit.
The Bad and Sun suit,
Maybe
yeah.
there's some way that a suit could be upgraded or energy charged.
Energy. Yeah.
Is that too much?
I think you're doing great. Also, there's 60 people watching us, so I think these 60 people could hype it up. I'll just say this as the series creator: there's a dope ass version of Landon Tate coming at you. Get ready for it. It's been shown on our Patreon, and also
One of them has.
you stole my thunder. That is not the only new version of Landon Tate you're going to see. So make sure you check that out. But we're going to dive into some questions before I spoil the whole entire series.
I've got one.
Okay, you go.
Isaiah Taylor says, will there be any big battles with a lot of henchmen?
Well, we fought 3 ninjas in Ep 3.
And I think Isaiah was one of them.
Yes.
And
he
I was one of them.
Yes.
Isaiah got thrown.
He was- yeah. No plans for big henchmen because, I mean,
Would
With-
I be considered a henchman? Nah.
no. I would
rogue.
say this. As our team comes together, the Omega Force or the Omega Squad or whatever I decide to call it. I'm just kidding. I just made that up. The bad guys, led by Draken, are going to form a team too, and henchmen are not on the schedule. We fought some ninjas, and that was about it. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready.
Shoot.
To everyone, who's your favorite Dino Thunder Ranger?
Dino Thunder.
Connor McKnight.
I'll have to go with JDF on that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Teacher.
I've got to go with Dino Thunder White. That suit is so
That
cool.
suit's dope.
I as a kid watching that, I was like, that is the coolest suit. Like, that is really rad. So I would definitely go with that.
I think this one's for you, Dade. Can you do for the next episode? Can you do Power Rangers Dino Time? It's Power Rangers Time Force and Dino Thunder together. Can you do that?
I don't know if I can do that, but let's just say there's. How do I say this? I mean, I already kind of said it, but It's not Dino, but yeah, charge.
Great answer, Dave.
That would be an
I loved
interesting
it.
concept.
I can't. I'm trying not to give anything away.
Just gonna grow some like scales.
So
Oh,
yeah,
dude.
it's not dinosaur related, but there is another season.
We got some real
plays
fans.
into it.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank the whole YouTube chat because you guys know what you're talking about. It means a lot. In one of your previous Q&As, Colin mentioned that a power-up was hinted at in episode 3. And so
that?
my question is, will we see this power-up in episode 4? That's JT Animated Music.
All right.
That is, yes.
Yes, and
He's got the thumb on it.
it's
He knows
been
what he's doing.
it's been released in on our Patreon, but I've seen this person in the power-up suit, and it is hype level
Well,
100.
The power up suit from that source has not been released on Patreon.
I'm going to stay vague, but
Power
yes,
suit.
we got big plans. Great question, and I'm so glad you remember
Yeah,
that.
like way to go with that. That was digging deep and like paying
All right.
attention.
Next question is, how are you?
Surviving. COVID's been interesting. Sorry, but
I'm glad you're surviving.
doing these episodes with you guys have been a good breath of fresh air. Just being COVID safe with everything and shooting everything it's been really good for me.
It's hard to love the villain you're fighting, right? I think Mark is just amazing. No, I mean, it's been a little up and down, but this weekend has been so cool. We filmed the second to last scene for Shattered Pass. We're doing this live stream. We have a bunch of new Rangers coming at you. And also we announced that Anime Pasadena is happening on December 11th and 12th at the Pasadena Convention Center, where we're going to have premieres, panels, appearances, a huge Ranger Center. I'm just super hyped for the future. How have you been, Dave?
I've been good. All things considered, it's been a crazy year for all of us. Some projects we've been able to put up, other projects that I was asked about in my Instagram live and have come through on certain live streams have had to be put on pause, unfortunately, for different COVID things. We've had to reschedule some things with our shoots and figure things out. But all in all, this year has been a really good time for us to come together closer as a team.
Definitely.
I mean, I've had a great time with you guys. It's some of the things I've looked the most forward to this year. And I'm really excited for the future, Vaxxed, baby. Let's go.
To save the future, we got to get back.
To save the future, we got to get vaxxed.
Not saving your future. I'm here to stop your future.
Wow.
Speaking of future, I got a question over here. Will a female Ranger member be able to join the Time Bros in a future Shattered Past?
I will say this. We have 3 female Rangers coming into episode 4, and one of them is absolutely joining our team. And then we have plans for our next female Ranger to join us in the next one. So the answer is yes. And I knew that we needed more girl power in Shattered Past. And you're going to see a team of 5 in episode 5 of Shattered Past.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
Uh-oh. I see the question I've been dreading. Will we see Sam O'Neill and Jackson Brooks in the same scene sometime down the line?
God, I hope so.
No.
Let's put a mirror next to you.
This honestly was just a big accident that I'm playing both those characters, but I love both of them. But no, it's just, I mean, they're like 100 years apart. Like, it's not.
Can we have Landon meet Jackson Brooks?
And you're just like, you remind me of this handsome guy.
That's one way to put it.
You remind me of this asshole I know. No, I honestly have no intention to have Sam and Jackson meet ever. Maybe in like a funny crossover to promote a convention or something. But if it ever happens, it'll be one's in Ranger form, one's in not Ranger form, or something like that.
Do the comic.
In the comic,
We can do anything in the
yeah.
comic.
Yeah.
But no, it's all going to be. I like keeping it really separate, and also maybe Jackson is related to Sam O'Neill. You never know.
Are there plans to bring any of the mentors in, like Zordon or Doggy Kruger?
No plans for Doggy.
That's what I was waiting on.
Does anyone have an animatronic dog head available, please?
I've got 2 at the house.
Okay. Yes, Doggy's in as long as Dade brings his animatronic dog
Perfect.
head. Zordon's possible. He voiced the intro for Bloodline, so I would say that's possible. And also, I can't say that. I do have plans for Zordon. I can't say what it is, but yeah, I mean, mentors in general are definitely an option.
I have another question that I think might get our live stream taken over.
Oh boy.
Someone would like to know, Mark, what villain would you like to team up with?
Oh, can I see it?
Yeah.
Cue him in.
Okay, so I would like to team up, obviously, with my other counterpart, Mr. Psycho Green and Psycho Red.
Wait,
Oh,
something's
man.
wrong. Something's happening.
There's a disturbance in the morphing grid.
I might have to call him in.
I wish the lights were flashing or something.
It's a very slow disturbance.
Oh God, I knew this was gonna happen.
Oh, you wanted it to happen.
Hey!
What's up?
What's
Come on,
up?
share the seat with me.
Sure, half
Oh,
G's.
yeah.
It's Psycho Red, everybody.
everybody?
Okay, so
falling in.
I'm on the good guy's side over here. All right, Psycho Red, can you tell us, would you ever be interested in joining Shattered Past?
What do I get? Cookie?
We got this awesome
Candy.
shirt, that's for sure.
I got a shirt.
The dark side. I think Mark has cookies.
I do. I have cookies. I have cake.
Okay. I guess that's a yes.
Hey! You heard it here first. Screenshot this.
I just found out myself like 2 seconds ago, so we're all in the same boat.
He's very excited.
Super
I'm
excited.
very excited.
Patrick, plug Bloodline real quick.
Watch Bloodline of the Grid. It's great. He's in it. You're not in it. You're not
I was
in
kind of in it.
But no, it's great. I was asked to do it, and I'm very excited about it, and I'm surprised at how well it's doing, and ready for episode 2, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
super excited.
Absolutely.
Episode 2.
And also, he's going to join episode 5 of Shattered Past.
And he's super
And
excited.
he's so,
I'm so
happy.
excited.
too.
Yeah.
Can you sign this contract real quick? Perfect.
So off guard.
No, it's on. There's the contract's waiting for you over there. But anyways, so with Psycho Green, he's getting a big character development in this one, and I asked Patrick at the bar earlier if he would join us for episode 5. He said yes. So get ready for another Real Ranger. in Shattered Past.
Someone is saying that Bloodline of the Grid is awesome. They're so hyped for more, and they've been wanting a crossover with Shattered Past.
Well, there you go. It's happening, right?
Yeah, it's already happening because
Yeah.
Future
Look,
Sam's
right
in
here.
it.
And we already have TK.
Yep.
And Future Sam is in Bloodline.
Yep.
Andros was in Ep 3 of Shattered Past.
Correct.
Everything's going. Everything's
all
happening.
crossed
It's
over.
all
connected.
It's all connected.
It's going to be insane.
Guys,
Thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
wait,
Thank you.
show off your shirt real quick.
Well, look at this. Awesome shirt. Buy it.
yes.
Thank
you, Patrick.
Thank you,
My
Patrick.
guy.
You guys, ATO Worldwide is in the chat.
ATO Worldwide did our theme song for Shattered Past. We love him to death. He's also our Inferno Ranger in Rise of the Ninja.
There he is.
What did he say?
Hello, suckers.
That's all he said?
Yeah.
That's not it. All right, I got one. What villain besides Draken do you think is enough of a threat to bring all of the Rangers from Bloodline, Shattered Past, Rise of the Ninja, and First Ninja together? Whoa.
Ugh.
I don't know. The devil? What?
That's like some hyped up insane villain that we haven't met yet.
It's a great question.
Like
It's a little scary.
Mesogog? Kind of like...
No, we could take that guy down. Easy. I don't know. The Mac Daddy villain. Maybe
The negative morphing grid.
Negative.
the
The
negative.
dark grid.
The dark grid.
know.
Okay, has your team ever thought about introducing a new original villain into the Shattered Past storyline, probably after the fall of Draken's story arc? Yeah, we talked about, I had some ideas about an original villain, but they just kind of don't do well. Don't get me wrong, Arbiter in Unworthy is amazing, and I respect the hell out of it. But
It's awesome.
for ours, I think I've always, Cyclone Samurai is an original one.
That's right.
But for our series, I think I kind of like playing into the characters we don't know much about. So I guess that's kind of a yes and no. I've made original characters, but also we like playing into the ones that we already know. Okay, there's a lot of...
Oh.
I see just Colin ... I feel like I'm in trouble.
Always.
All right, guys, real quick, get in your questions. We have 10 minutes until we play the exclusive clip from episode 4 of Shattered Past. So stay
Yes.
tuned. You will see the time trio all together, and it's going to explain the scene before and the scene after.
I've
Yeah.
got one over here.
Talk
How
to
do
me.
you guys get into the mindset of being a Power Ranger?
I think Jackson and Sam are very different. Jackson really is just trying to do the right thing, and Sam, it's more of like a job. So Jackson's just like, this is the right thing to do, and that's pretty easy. It's kind of like Superman-esque, like just morality. And then Sam's like, well, this is my job. I'm going to do it whatever way I want to. And then that's why Sam's so known for being impulsive and reckless. So in my head, it's just kind of getting to that mindset. And then now, after Ep 4, I know I can morph whenever I... Oh, no, did I spoil anything?
No,
I know I can
You almost
morph
did.
now.
A little bit.
you're good.
I do morph.
Finally. Finally.
Finally. So now I'll have a different mindset, but that's how I get into those two characters.
Mark?
Reading the comic books. Boom Studios did a great job releasing Psycho Green, but just watching the episodes and watching Patrick just go into character, going like, I'm going to go psycho and just kill these Rangers, like kind of like concept. And that's kind of how I kind of get my mindset and saying, okay, you're my enemy. I'm going to take this dagger to you and let's go.
You just got a nod of approval from the side, by the way. That
Your
was
boss.
pretty cool.
By the way, his scene in Bloodline of the Grid got me so hyped up for my idea concept of Psycho Green.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
What about you? How do you get ready?
So the really cool thing about Landon is that like this has literally been Colin and I talking and creating this character from the ground up, and so I've really had a big say in how he feels and how he interacts with the world, and it's been really cool to put that together. But it also goes with how Sam is, and so we have that dynamic to where Sam is doing what he needs to do, what is right, but he's also kind of like, oh well, I'm not exactly by the book, kind of Omega style kind of thing. And so with Landon, we get to go for a different aspect of like, I'm willing to bend the rules to a certain extent to get the job done and get what I need to get done, but the rules are there for a reason, and I'm still want to follow them. I still want to be a good soldier per se. And so it's been a really good time exploring that and exploring the influence that Sam has on him, and show like the influence they have on each other. Of like, I think that the more the series goes on, the more you'll see that Landon loosens up a little bit around Sam, and Sam tightens up a little bit more about like, okay, well, yeah, we need to follow the rules because I've got my buddy here who is kind of a stickler for the rules. And then bringing TK in is a whole another element that
He's kind of a dick.
in the clip that you guys are going to see tonight, you get to see the first real reaction between the three of us. And I think that shows a lot of how we're going to play off of each other going forward and how we're going to influence each other. And just that whole, just, I don't know how to say it, but that whole thing is amazing, and it's going to just evolve. And I'm really excited about it.
Me too. Okay, so I think this one's for me. We're about 5 minutes away from playing the exclusive clip, so please keep tuning in. How did you come up with the idea of Shattered Past? So it's actually kind of an ironic story for all the Ranger fans that are watching right now. Our real first Ranger series was First Ninja, prequel to Ninja Storm. And we always filmed up in Big Bear at my family's cabin. Ironically enough, we were stormed out to film episode 2. But Nerdiest Brands has hired us to do a video and then plug their company at the end. And I happened to have an Omega Ranger morpher. And I was like, dude, what if the Omega Ranger had to go back to the past, defeat Draken to save all these Rangers? That's a pretty cool storyline. So if you watch episode 0, it's me just running from lasers and explosions and me going like, yeah, I got to defeat Draken and this. And then our VFX artist was like, what if you could, teleport these weapons to you? And you could like access all of these different Ranger weapons. So it became this thing where I'll go back in time, try to fight Draken, and I can use all these different weapons because of what Sam's powers were in SPD. So F-Zero did really well. And then I hit Data to be our Time Force Red, which inevitably turned into Landon. And then I knew Mark from different cons and different appearances, and he had Psycho Green. I was like, all right, Psycho Green's going to be Lord Draken's main general. And then here we are, 4 episodes later, and it's
2
one of
years
our
later.
And just how much it's evolved is insane.
It's super crazy, and that's the thing is like I really like Dade was saying, we really do create these characters together. It's not me bossing around or like saying, no, this is how your character is. I love the fact that we're creating these characters together, even the fact that Psycho Green's like not just some dumb villain's henchman. He's like, I want my team back. I want Patrick back. That's what he said.
I think that's the line.
I think
verbatim.
I want Patrick. Anyways, so that's how it all started. But now it's just turned into something completely different. Now we have real Rangers, Nerdbots behind us. We have Patreon. You guys are voting for what season we go to next. It's just a big snowball effect. So I'm very grateful, and that is a very long, exhausted version of how it all started. That's basically it.
I just wanted to take a second and say thank you to everybody for being so involved with this live stream and asking all these amazing questions. We've been getting really good questions today, and I'm really excited about it.
I'm more excited for the little teaser we're about to show you guys.
Hey!
How are we on time on that, Mr. Producer? Should we just go for it? 2 minutes?
Awesome.
Okay, well, I got one.
Talk to me.
Have you ever thought about exploring stories before Mighty Morphin, like maybe when Zordon was active as a Ranger?
Well, without, I don't know. What do we got?
Kind of the
60
way.
people. We're tapping into the Omega Rangers from Boom Comics. 60 people. I think it's okay. Tell your friends. We're doing. We're tapping into the Omega Rangers, which was before even Mighty Morphin. But also we tapped into Ninjor, and he was before.
Yeah.
First Ninja takes place before Mighty Morphin. So to answer your question, yes. But we have even bigger plans from that. That was a good question.
It was.
Good.
My question is, will we see any monsters in Shattered Past? Yes.
Isn't man the greatest monster?
Stop. I know. I really want more monsters. I want like some like, because we've always had to play it safe with, you know, taking down these similar humanoid villains, but I would love to do a monster. Okay. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I mean, yes.
Oh, let's do it. Okay, hold on. Okay, guys, we are about to play an exclusive clip from Power Rangers Shattered Past Episode 4. Are you guys ready? Ready!
He's a villain. It
I'm a
doesn't
villain.
count.
I'm not ready. I'm always ready.
Get ready for the exclusive clip.
Oh, I will never get used to that. And you two, you're being far too reckless. You can't just abuse your rewind like that.
I was trying to save us. And I did, didn't I? Do you have a better idea?
Look, man, we're doing the best that we can.
I get it. But it still uses far too much grid energy and makes the time continuum unstable. Eventually, he could lose that ability altogether or worse. He can get us stuck in a permanent time loop. And this mission is far too important for that kind of mistake.
We're alive, aren't we?
Dude, I'm just telling you.
Okay. He's right, though. We need to be more careful, and we will.
No. Look, I don't need a lecture from you about time travel. Time Force Academy taught me all I need to know about that. What I need from you are some answers. All we know about you is that you're some Red Ranger from space in a different timeline. The rest of you shrouded in mystery. You seem to know Sam, but why don't you let us in on some of the secret? Who sent you?
Look, I wish I could tell you.
Of course.
Just know that it's my mission to help the Omega Ranger and the Time Force Legend defeat Lord Draken.
Did he say Time Force Legend?
Okay, wait, hold on. I believe him. He's risking his life to take down Psycho Green just like we are. And at this point, that's enough for me.
Okay. All right. That doesn't change the fact that we need a plan. Psycho just took on all 3 of us at the same time. He's getting stronger. How do we combat that?
Well, there's only one way we're gonna beat Psycho Green and save your wife. We've gone in with plans, tactics, strategies. Let's throw out the playbook. Let's go in unpredictable and impulsive, Omega style.
I mean, that's a terrible idea.
And I'm with him.
Okay, no. Guys, hear me out, both of you. I go in. I focus on taking down Psycho Green and putting him in a containment card. You two show up out of nowhere and surprise him. No strategy, just timing. We beat him, I open up a portal, get you two and Autumn to safety. I'll morph, lure Draken away, and then time jump before anything bad can happen. It's a foolproof plan.
It's a risky plan.
It's a foolproof plan.
It could work.
That's your idea of an idea. Jeez, Marty haven't caught me in Andros yet. Nothing.
Okay. Say that works. Where would you even send us?
Timeline Prime, 2021.
What?
Well, I mean, the time trio is going to take down Psycho
man.
Green, right?
Yeah, despite your terrible ideas.
Dude, that it's a foolproof plan. It's a foolproof plan, right? Thank you guys so much. I saw 65 of you guys chiming in to watch it. But here's the thing. That is just one clip. You have to imagine the beginning and the end of it is action-packed. It is gnarly, and I am so excited for you guys to see it.
I had super fun on that one. That was super fun.
Absolutely. We had a great time filming this episode. I mean, like you saw there, we have some great acting for the cast. We have some great action coming up, and we have great cameos. So episode 4 is just stepping up the game. Hashtag best ep yet.
Best step yet, and also a great death by Mark. I mean... No, that wasn't a spoiler. I'm just kidding. He's not dead. We love him too much. He's part of the
He's fan favorite.
OG3. Yeah, he's a fan favorite. He took, I'm the dude leading the whole charge, being the good guy, but everyone loves Psycho Green for some reason.
Absolutely.
To bring up what Dade said, don't forget, guys, crimsonvisionstudios.com, our Patreon, we show up all the crazy cameos that are more to come. And I'm super excited. You guys are probably super excited. Check it out. Definitely take a look at it, and with your pledge for Patreon, we really appreciate your support, and that will bring us to more episodes.
Exactly, and also I think I'm going to pass this off to the Red Ranger, our hero, Landon Tate. Can you please tell them the date that these people can expect episode 4 of Shattered Past? And I want you to make it as epic as possible.
Absolutely. Before I do that, I'm going to leave you all in suspense for a minute. I wanted to jump off of what Mark was saying and remind you all that you get a first look at these things on the Patreon. And so on the Patreon, there's a few special first looks that haven't been put up on Instagram, haven't been put up on YouTube, and that you can only see there. And you can get that for any amount. Any pledge amount, you get to see that stuff. But then there's things like, for the new people in chat, because I'm getting some questions about it, yes, the Patreon is where you get the comic book. It's where you get the T-shirt. That's the only place you can get these things. And there's a limited amount, so it's first come, first serve. You're going to want to get your hands on this before it goes poof forever. But now that we've said that,
Yeah.
episode 4.
Wait. I want you to really hype it up. What season are we going to? What can we expect? And then drop the date at the end.
Power Rangers Shattered Past, episode 4. The fans, all of you on our Patreon, voted, and we're going to Dino Thunder.
My favorite.
You've seen some things. Colin has talked about some things with the Dino Thunder aspect that's going to be in this episode. You've also seen on YouTube and on Instagram that Catherine Sutherland is coming in. And so that's not Dino Thunder. That's a little bit of some other seasons. We've got a bunch jam-packed in episode 4. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to change the game moving forward. And you can see it here on the Crimson Vision Studios YouTube on May 25th.
Oh,
That's
May
it.
25th.
May 25th.
I have it written down in big letters. May 25th. So,
And it's going to be worth the wait.
oh,
Like
absolutely.
the amount of time and scheduling. And you guys saw it on the teaser clip. Like, you guys said it. Like, it was intense. It was awesome. Dade is funny. Colin is reckless. And DJ is just, like, putting into reason, like, are you kidding me? But Yeah, I'm super excited.
Also, you're going to see the first ever American-made Omega Morph ever. So I am suited up, head to toe, in the Omega Ranger suit. I know people have been wanting it for a while, and it is for a reason. I'm going against Draken.
Just throwing that
Just
out there.
by yourself.
Just throwing it out.
58
Just going.
people will know. Tell your friends. It's going to get crazy.
Okay.
If it was a live stream to 1 million people, I wouldn't say that. But listen, check it out. We are going to drop a trailer soon. We've already filmed it. We're in post-production. But that Patreon is where you get the exclusive look. And also, I mean, how cool do we look in these shirts, right?
Pretty cool shirts.
Also, if you're not comfortable with going to the Megazord tier and you still want to vote on what season we go to next, and I do have it mapped out because I kind of have a plan as the Omega Ranger. I'm not as reckless as I am on screen.
That's debatable.
There are different tiers. So even at $5, you get the digital comic for what we do on Shattered Pass. And then they all, increase to the Megazord tier. But even if you pledge at all, you can vote and you can get the comic and you can have a thank you letter. Like all these different things are happening on our lowest tier to our highest tier. So make sure you check out our entire Patreon at crimsonvisionstudios.com. Everything you guys do will help us make this show bigger and better. More Ranger appearances. Maybe I'll have my Megazord. I would love a Megazord. I'm going to have it stomp on Psycho Green. You and I will go for a ride, a little Time Bros cruise.
And the unicycle?
In the unicycle ring. Yeah.
Your
All right, I'm
lightning
done.
We'll
collection.
see.
That'll be fun.
We're going
Yeah.
to Hawaii when we defeat Draken.
Is it Timeline Prime?
Timeline Prime, baby.
All right.
Okay, so let's wrap it up. My name is Colin K. Bass. I play the Omega Ranger, and I write Power Rangers Shattered Past. These are my amazing co-stars and friends. Please introduce yourself, and also make sure you check out our Patreon. Tell them first.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining us. We had an awesome time hanging out and answering your questions. And please continue to ask more. Subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Instagram, check out the Patreon. We can't do this without you. So thank you so much for all of your love, all of your support. I have been Dade Elza. I play Landon Tate, Time Force Red.
And I'm Mark Arjona, and I play Psycho Green on Power Rangers Shattered Pass. Thank you so much, guys, for giving us the opportunity to show off what we love to do. Also, your support on our Patreon on crimsonvisionstudios.com. And yeah, I'm super excited. May 25th, episode 4, Shattered Pass.
Thank you guys. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next episode.
See ya.
See ya.
Freeze frame.